What up, world? This is your trainer, Levi Goldel. I want to welcome you all back to episode 3 of the Flowcast. Where are we at today? Colorful, Colorado, up here at Donkey Hills Mountain Bike Park on my family's land. So today's episode, how do you exercise on vacation? Very simple. All you need, TRX simple suspension straps. And I'm going to run you through a whole full body workout you can do on vacation. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, you guys, the best thing about suspension style straps, easy to put in your luggage, hang it over a pole, over a door frame super easily, and then you got your full body workout right there. All right, now how do we begin? First off, you always want to start with your major muscle groups, like your chest, your back, your quads, right? Secondary muscle groups, like your biceps and triceps. You end with those. The reason being, you wear out those extremity muscles first. You won't have anything left for the primary muscles, the big muscles, because the helper muscles are already fatigued. So we're going to start off with a little bit of chest, a little bit of back, a little bit of quads, and then work our way down to the smaller muscles. So with that said, we always want to be working on balance and our symmetry. Right? If we're pushing forward, we want to be pulling backwards. So we're always doing opposites. Right? We always want to keep that balance. If we're pushing overhead, we want to be pulling back down. We spend way too much of our life in the frontal plane, whether it's driving, eating, phones, whatever. So we need to strengthen the opposite to help hold ourselves upright and help eliminate that pain and get our body functioning correctly. We're going to start off with our rows. Rows are one of the most simple exercises to adjust for different ability levels. So when we first start off, make sure your straps are even, lean back, put weight on the straps, and then we do our row. I like to start off at about a 45-degree angle to the earth, pulling up, stopping when our elbows are tight to our body. We're not trying to go all the way to here because now I'm rounding my posture, everything's going to junk. Okay, so we want to stop when we squeeze our ribs tight with our elbows and then letting it out. Ways to make it difficult, you just walk forward. The further forward you go, the more weight there is on your arms, making it more challenging. Okay, row is our first one. Next up, after we've been pulling, we got to be pushing to balance out that energy. So next we got our push-ups. So for our push-ups, grab our straps, same setup as the row, but turned around. So I want to start off at about that 45-degree angle to the earth. So about right there, give or take, and do our push-ups. Same depth as well. I want to stop when our elbows are about ribs, tight with our body, and then pushing back up. I don't want to go all the way down because that's when we start impinging our shoulder. We can hurt our rotator cuff. I want to stop at that 90-degree angle, push back up. Ways to make it more challenging, back yourself up, adding more weight to your arms. So when you're all the way back here, there's a lot more weight to have to be pushing up and down. We've hit chest, we've hit back. Now it's time to hit quads and hammies, hitting the lower half of our body. I'm on a side hill here, so you can see my straps are uneven, right? But now my feet are even, straps are even. I'm doing a squat jump. Okay, just dropping down into my squat and hopping. Now our goal for our squat, we drop our butt back. Okay, as we go down, I want to open the knees up, butt back, vision in line with our chest, about right there. As we come up, if we can't jump, tippy toes, like a calf raise, drop into the squat. Tippy toes. Okay, if we're feeling good, we add a hop. How do we make it harder? Turn the same exercise into like a squat jack. What's a squat jack? You're in a squat, doing jumping jacks, not standing up, burning out those thighs. You get a little bit of cardio, a little bit of thigh strength. Yeah. Next up, we got hamstrings. Your hamstring ties in at your knee and at your hip. When we're doing this movement, lower hamstring. Whenever we're hinging or jumping or running, that's the upper hamstring. So we're going to target the upper hamstring with a single leg RDL, Romanian deadlift. So how does that work? Straps about hip height, okay? We're gonna be on one foot. I like to start with my weak leg, my less dominant leg. Always start on the weak side first. Use the energy up there. From here, good leg is in the air. Vision is forward. We're gonna be hinging, keeping a flat back, like so. As we go down and forward, I wanna sink back into this hip right here. Okay, our goal is not to fall forward, but our goal is to push back into this hip, into this heel. So the leg in the air, we're trying to drive that heel straight back into the air like a leg press. Toe is pointed at the floor. Knee we're standing on is soft. Back is nice and flat. And then we come back up. Breathing. Inhale forward, leg extends. Exhale up. Obviously, we're trying to match the same reps on both sides, but start with the weak side first. That's always key. Next, you guys, we're jumping back to the upper body, right? We're going back, forth, kind of cycling the whole system. So next on our agenda, Y's. YMCA. Yeah, you're the leader of this move right here with a Y. Why are we doing Y's? Because it's great for your posture strength, your back strength. So the way this works, we start with our arms overhead and a little bit of tension on the straps. Right there, squeezing those shoulder blade muscles. From there, we lower ourselves back, and then we just pull right back up again. Our goal is to lead with our chest, not our face or our hips. So as we're going up, it's our heart center that's leading. Arms are to the sky, and then lower ourselves slowly back. Inhale up, fists to the ceiling, squeeze the back, exhale down. Now obviously, to make this sucker harder, move yourself forward a little bit. Next up, you guys, we're going to do a combination exercise of a narrow tricep push-up with some mountain climbers, combination style. So the way this one's going to work, we take our handles, we're going to be doing a narrow, like yoga style push-up, hands in tight to our body. Okay, so we lean into the straps, hands are tight. I want to do only 3 push-ups. That's 1, that's 2, stopping at about the chest right there, 3, then at the bottom, 6 mountain climbers, knee to the opposite elbow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we do our 3 push-ups again. 2 and 3. Then we got our climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're putting those together, getting a little bit of core strength, a little bit of chest strength, stability, and getting that heart rate up. Awesome. Up next, we just finished some upper body. Now we got to dive back down to the lower body again. So we're going to do a couple of moves here. We're going to start off with your basic lunge, and then we're going to keep upping it to the next level till we get to all the way to a pistol squat. So starting off with our lunges. Our basic lunge, holding the straps, we bend our back knee, falling all the weight into the front heel. All the weight is in this glute. Step forward, alternate. We want to kind of be hinged just a little bit over that front leg, so all the weight's in the thigh and in the glute. Step back up. Ways to make it harder. Same thing with a jump. Add a plyo, hop to it. Okay, that's one way to make it harder. Next way to make it harder, that back leg, keep it elevated in the air. So your back foot's up here like this, drop down into it, come back up, drop down into it, come back up. You can even add a hop to that. Right, drop into one foot, hop, hop. Next, our pistol squat. Next level, so much more challenging. That's where our leg is in the front. On all of these though, the most important aspect to remember is keeping the weight in our heel. So if we're doing like a pistol squat, the weight has to be dropping into this heel, other leg is extended and coming back up. Drop into the ball of the foot, we're loading up the knee. Not good. Up next, you guys, we got the back of our legs. We're hitting our lower hamstrings for a nice hamstring curl. This one's best performed inside, not on a grassy hillside, but we'll make do. Here we go. So first off, you're prone, laying on your back, facing up. All right, we're going to be down here on our booty. We're going to put our heels in the stirrups. Yeah. Put the other heel in the stirrup. Yeah. We're going to get ourselves a nice even spot. Yeah, we're going to lay down on our back, driving our elbows into the floor and go into a bridge. From here, just our basic hamstring curl. Pulling the legs underneath, bridging the booty into the air, and squeezing those shoulder blades into the ground. It's not that bad out here on the grass. Beautiful mountainside, but a very good exercise because it's engaging your core, it's engaging your glutes. No pancake butt on this one. Get a nice popping little booty on that. All right, moving our way down to the secondary muscles, like our biceps, triceps, and so forth. So for our biceps, basic bicep curl, very simple. Same type of thing as a row, but rather than pulling our elbows into our sides, we're going to be pulling up towards our face like a skull crusher, but in reverse. So to start off, put my hands to my forehead, walk forward till there's a little bit of tension on the straps. Elbows are at chin height. From here, we just straighten our arms out and then pull right back to the forehead. So we're going for our horns, right where those little horns come out to support our halo. That's where we're pulling to, right there, extending back out. Keeping that nice straight line in our body, keeping our elbows nice and high, squeezing those biceps. Next, triceps. Same thing, we're just gonna flip it around. Okay, exact same movement facing the other direction. Lean forward a little bit. Arms are out in front of our chin. We bend our arms to the same spot where those horns come out to support our halo. We're lowering down right there, coming back up. Couple of things. Don't stick your booty out. It's bad form. I want to keep that nice straight composure from head to heel. Lowering yourself forward, keeping that nice plank core engaged. Yeah. Awesome. Bis and tris. Moving on. We just got finished crushing our arms. Next, let's hit lower body one more time. We're going to hit up some blast off squats. These are one of my favorites. So to begin, same thing as we did for our tricep push-up earlier. We're going to grab onto our chest, hands at our sides like so. Now the further you are leaned forward, the harder this exercise is. So we'll start here at about a 45 like all the others. From here, keeping our hands to our sides, head up, chest up. All we're going to do is bend into our knees, staying on our toes, and pressing back up. It's either a blast off squat or a front squat because you're right on the front of those quads and then pressing. If we back it up a little bit, it makes it a lot harder. Now ways to make it more challenging, you can add a little hop to it, and that'll make your thighs burn in no time. You can even challenge yourself by doing it on one foot, hitting some of those stability muscles. Awesome way to hit the whole body. Thanks again for joining in for episode 3 of the Flowcast. Please like, comment, subscribe below to help spread the message and help me help more people. Thank you for joining in. We'll talk to you guys next time. Over and out from the mountainside.